Obie O'Brien will drop the puck to get us underway here as we're ready for Northern Athletic Conference high school hockey. McQuaig will face off against Steve Smith. McQuaig centering Matt Hart on the left side and Ken Hurlbut for Lake Placid. It's Jared Colby in the nets for Lake Placid and Greg Jeffrey for Massena. Right off the face-off, the puck comes in on Jeffrey. He leaves it for Dion. Dion around the boards for Aubertine. Aubertine headman to McQuaig, and here comes McQuaig. Long headman pass hits Hurlbut, breaking in, right side shot, and it may have been a little bit wide, but goaltender Colby got a piece of it. Not a hard shot. Puck comes around the boards to Aubertine. He takes a whack at it. Deflected right on, the save made. The puck goes in the corner. Here comes it right in front. Hart gets a piece of it. Now McQuaig, and it jumps over his stick, goes into the corner. Back to the point. Aubertine, quick shot. The save made again by Colby. McQuaig digs it out of the corner. Here's McQuaig, back to Aubertine. He takes a whack at it again. This time it goes wide over on the other side, and Hurlbut picks it up. Hurlbut trying to get by a check from Scott Bova. The puck comes free. McQuaig comes in to help out and takes the puck. Here's McQuaig, stops in the face-off circle, goes across ice. We have a whistle and a man in the crease, and that'll move the face-off outside.
It almost looks like Massena was on the power play here to start off, Jerry. The puck did go back off the face-off to Massena, and Massena just quickly took it out and took it in the Lake Placid zone where it was kept until they had a call for a man in the crease. Now it's a face-off just outside the Lake Placid blue line.
Mickey Edwards line coming out now. Edwards centering Greg Paquin and Jeff Tyo for Massena. It's going to be Tracy Davies centering Sean Cassidy and Craig McCaslin for Lake Placid. Here's Chilton with the puck. Now he's playing defense. His shot from center ice goes right on. Colby makes another save. Tyo tries to dig it out. Edwards follows up, feeds it over on the other side for Paquin. Here's Paquin. Dumps it behind the net for Tyo. Tyo for Massena. Picking it up there, left side of the goaltender. He gets by a check, trying to feed it around to Edwards, who didn't see it. The puck comes in the corner now, right side. Back to the point. Whalen tees it up, takes a shot. A bouncer hits the side of the net. They poke it, and a nice save by goaltender Jared Colby. As I think that time Paquin thought he had one.
I'll tell you, it looks like Jared Colby's going to have a busy afternoon here.
I guess so. Face off to the right side of Colby and the Lake Placid end. The puck's been in there the whole game so far. Off the draw. Here comes Edwards trying to get the shot out. Poked away. They jam at it. And the puck comes back to the blue line and out to center ice. Now they move it around. Whalen has it. Headmans it. It goes to Edwards. Nice headman pass, but a little bit too far for Paquin in behind the net. Paquin trying to slide it over. It's poked checked away and controlled by Joe Smith, who slides it out to center ice. Here comes Tracy Davey across the blue line. Shot. Jeffrey makes the save. Shot from just inside the blue line. Puck around the boards by Whalen. He carries it out to center ice. He headmans it to Edwards. Jumped over his stick and goes in behind the net. Edwards trying to drive in there. Bova trying to take him out of the play. Doesn't. Here's Edwards looking for somebody to pass to. Back to the point. Here's a shot deflected just wide off the stick of Whalen. Now Chad Valance coming up with it. Massena trying to make a line change. Dion at the point. Can't keep it in. The puck poked around him. And Tommy comes back for it into his own end. Tommy Dion has got the puck in his own end. A little trouble with it. Now he headmans it. The center ice back in again and out. Offsides will be called against Lake Placid. Faceoff will be just outside the Massena end. Is Burke's line out there for Massena? It's going to be Keith Clark centering Jared Plank and Brian Clark, I guess. Off the draw. The puck bouncing around, and it's poked back to the Massena blue line. Tommy Dion. Over to Bruce Aubertine. Aubertine, headman to Burke. He steers it into the zone of Lake Placid. Right there is Malarney back out to center ice. Dion skates through. Here's Dion through traffic. He's still got it. Looking for somebody to pass to. Dion circles, takes it in the corner. Centering pass right in front, intercepted, and out comes Lake Placid once again. It's Keith Clark. Clark just dumps it. Massena end, bin behind the net. Stopped by Jeffrey. Leaves it for Chad Valance. Valance upended. After it is Keith Clark again. His shot goes across the goal mouth. Nobody home. Here's another opportunity as the puck picked up by Aubertine behind the Massena net. Around the boards it goes for Valance. Back to the point. Here's a shot knocked down. Goes in behind the net. Picked up by Aubertine again for Massena. Aubertine stops behind his net. Goes around the boards for Chad Valance. Valance can't clear the zone. It's kept in there. The puck right in the slot, but Dion is there to break things up and circle behind his own net again. Here's Dion around the boards for Chris Parker. Parker just stabs it out to center ice. Here comes Parker breaking. He's got Valance. Tries to feed it to him, but the pass intercepted. Back the other way. Now McQuaig steps on the ice. Gets by a check. Now he's upended. Gets up again. Goes in the corner after the puck. McQuaig trying to come up with it. Pokes it free. Now Hurlbut steps in to help out. And McQuaig gets the puck. Back to Chilton. Chilton shot, knocked down by a leg, off back behind the net. Hurlbut feeds it around. Here's McQuaig trying to go back in front. Here's Hurlbut, shot right on. The save, the rebound in front of the net, and it's iced by Lake Placid all the way down the ice. The whistle will blow, and the faceoff moves back into Lake Placid end. 11:08 left to play here, period number 1. Still no score in the hockey game, but certainly not for lack of chances.
No, a lot of pressure by Massena on Lake Placid. And that time, I think Lake Placid line had been out there for quite a while, and they finally just threw the puck down to ice it to get a change. Face off in Lake Placid end.
Off the draw. McQuaig gets a shot just wide in behind the net. Smith trying to get it out of there. McQuaig puts some pressure on now Hart. The puck squirts free. Over on the other side, it's Steve Smith. Clears it, but not out. Now it's out off a leg, and the puck is at center ice. Here comes Lake Placid. Steve Smith across the blue line, trying to get by Chilton. He shovels it right in front of the net, and right back the other way comes McQuaig. McQuaig slides it out to center ice, intercepted there by Ernie Huff, right back into Massena territory. Whalen with it. Stops, starts out left side of his own net. Here comes Whalen, moving it out left side. Takes it down the left side, gets by 1, gets by 2. In the end, now he's taken out of the play. The puck slides 3. Whalen tries to grab it underneath them, and they tie it up in the corner. And we'll have a face-off in Lake Placid territory. 10:28 left to play first period, no score. Tracy Davies' line comes out there now. Davey centering Sean Cassidy and Craig McCaslin for Massena. The Mickey Edwards line once again. Paquin and Tayo are the two wingers. Face off right side. Placid zone off the draw. The puck comes out and it's picked up on the backhand by Albertine. Gets a shot off. It's wide. Now Tayo with it. Left side of the goaltender. Goes by a check. Feeds it in the corner. Edwards comes in. He's rubbed off the play. Dion steps in. Picks up the puck. Here's Dion right behind the net. Centering pass right in front. And Edwards gets a shot off and a nice save by Jared Colby. And the puck poke checked by everybody and out to center ice, where Bruce Albertine is going to skate back into his own end to pick it up. Here's Albertine behind his own cage. Drops it for Dion. Dion headman pass to Tayo. Tayo to Edwards. Edwards breaks down the ice. Edwards trying to center it. It's knocked down. The puck comes free. Tayo follows it up, trying to dump it into Edwards. Gets it back again. Here's Tayo behind the net. The puck hits the back of the net. Poke checked by Malarney around the boards. Kept in by Albertine. Now it comes to Massena's Edwards at the blue line. Edwards steps by a check, drops it. Tayo feeding it. Paquin can't get the shot off, and it's cleared around the boards, but not out. Dion keeps it in, dumps it in behind the net. Back there to pick it up, Scotty Bova. Bova and Tayo jam. They try to tie it up. A hard check thrown. We're going to have a penalty on Lake Placid as a hit from behind will be called to Tracy Davey, and he just leveled Tayo from behind. And he'll take some time in the penalty box to think about it. And Massena will go on the power play. 9:22 left to play here. Period number 1. No score in the hockey game as Davey goes off for, I believe, a hit from behind. And the Massena power play unit will step on the ice. As Reggie mentioned, they had a pretty good game against Saranac Lake. 50% on the power play.
Well, we'll see what they can do tonight.
Bill McQuaig centers the first line here. Hurlbut and Hart, Chilton, and Dion off the faceoff. McQuaig back to Chilton, into McQuaig, about halfway in, left side of the goalie. McQuaig now steps around a check, takes it in behind the net. Here's McQuaig looking, stops, goes to Dion over on the other side. Dion right down the middle, centering pass goes just wide. Picked up by Hurlbut, back to Chilton at the point. Chilton has it poke checked away, and the puck slides into Massena territory, but Dion is going to go back and pick it up. And we're going to have a holding call. And it's going to go against Massena, I believe.
I think Chilton? Yeah, I think it was Chilton got called on that.
Yep,
yeah.
that's who it
me?
is.
No, not me.
But you know, hockey players never really commit penalties. So now that's going to even things up for the next minute and 5 seconds. And after that, Lake Placid will be on the power play. Zach Clark is taking the faceoff out to kill it off. He's out there with Steve Smith and Ernie Huff and Joe Smith. Here's Dion over on the other side. They move it ahead. Here's McQuaig, and the headman pass goes off his stick, and McQuaig has to follow it into behind the net. Back to the point. Here's Albertine. Albertine over the Dion, right side, fakes the shot, circles. Here's Dion, feeding it through to McQuaig. McQuaig back to Dion. His shot just hit the outside of the post. And Smith after it for Lake Placid, feeds it down the ice, and there's going to be a foot race, but McQuaig is going to get there first. Picks up the puck, around the boards it goes, Tommy Dion, and he comes back the other way, feeding it ahead. Here's Matt Hart. He's got McQuaig with him. Hart gets upended at the blue line. The puck slides in behind the net. In around the boards it goes. Racing for it there is Ernie Huff. Huff taken out of the play, but the puck comes to Steve Smith for Placid. He starts out the other side. Here's Smith down the right wing side. McQuaig trying to bother him a little bit. He gets the puck free. It comes behind the net. Matt Hart picks it up over to Tommy Dion. 7 seconds left in the Placid penalty. Then they'll be on the power play. Now the puck picked up at the blue line by Huff, who dumps it back into Massena territory. Penalty is up to Lake Placid. They are on the power play for 20 seconds. Here comes the puck. Whalen can't get it out. Here's a shot taken, but it's kind of wide the net. Tommy Dion picks it up. Here's Dion trying to feed it out to center ice. And the puck picked up there by Scott Bova. Bova dumps it right back to the Massena blue line. Dion picks it up there. Headman pass to McQuaig. McQuaig takes it across the blue line through the center. Here comes McQuaig waiting, wasting time. And finally, it's poke checked away out to center ice. The penalty is killed, and Sidden has it. Sidden's pass intercepted, but Aubertine gets it back. Aubertine across to Sidden on the right side. Sidden headman pass. Here comes Tayo breaking in the zone. Tayo gets by a check. It comes to Edwards. Back up to Tayo. Back to the point, Sidden. Sidden trying to slide it through. It's taken away from him. And back the other way. Here comes Davey. Davey tried to pass it ahead. The puck poked free. Here's an opportunity. Placid. What a save by Jeffrey right in the face. And he holds on for the save. And with 6:57 left, still no score in the hockey game.
That was the best chance that Lake Placid has had, Jerry, with only 57 left. That's the best chance they had. I tell you, Jeffrey's come out. He came way out of the net that time, cut down the angle. Good move by Greg Jeffrey. That's only his second save of the game.
Face-off will be Massena and left side of goaltender Greg Jeffrey. Off the draw, the puck goes side of the net. Chad Valance after it there. He's being forechecked by Brian Clark, but he gets the puck to Aubertine, who feeds it back to Valance left side, and Massena starts to break it out. Long headman pass intercepted by Huff, who dumps it back to the Massena blue line. Tommy Dion is there. Here's Dion. Ahead to Aubertine. Nice pass. Here's Valance. Breaking in on the off wing. Valance right in front trying to pass it through, and Parker picks up the puck, but he can't control it. And back the other way comes Lake Placid. Long headman pass. Nobody there except for Tom Dion, who picks it up and circles at his own blue line. Here comes Dion stepping across. Takes it through the middle. Poke checked away. Back out to center ice. And picked up by Burke. Burke for Massena. Dropping it for Chilton. Chilton having a little trouble. The puck comes free behind the net. Tommy Dion is right there, though. Dion in his own end, circling. Over to Chilton. Chilton trying to poke it ahead. It comes to Valance. Valance in behind the net. Feeding it to Dion. Here comes Dion. Headman pass to Valance. Valance ahead to Burke. A little bit too far. Following it up is Dion. Dion takes it across through the legs. Here comes Dion. Circling in front. Shot. Hits the goal post. Did you notice who the goal judge is? Who just put the light on where it wasn't in? Yeah. Armin Dion. I told him if he did that, we're going to give him a hard time. That was a nice move by Dion. Here's Chilton, backhand shot deflected right in front. The puck poke check back to the blue line. Whalen takes a whack at it. That's knocked down. Back to the blue line again. Whalen keeps it in. Dumps it into the corner. Picked up there by Lake Placid, but not out. Whalen again takes the shot. Deflected in front by McQuaig. Goes wide. Billy digs it out from the corner. Has it poke checked away back to the point. And this time Whalen can't keep it in. And here comes Lake Placid breaking down. Derek Cassidy fakes the shot. Now he gets it off the save. The rebound picked up. And we have a whistle.
Penalty, I think, coming to Billy Whalen. Billy got his hands up a little bit too far. Probably an elbow. Right? Elbow call, Billy Whalen. Lake Placid will go on a power play. 4:59 to go. No score. First period.
So Whalen goes in for elbowing, and Placid goes on the power play. Still no score, as Tom Dion did everything but put the puck in the net that time, but didn't quite work out. Some pretty moves, though, going in.
He left a couple blue shirts just standing there, didn't he? In awe. Little anticipation there by the goal judge.
Edwards' line, or actually two-thirds of it, will be out there as Edwards trying to kill it off, along with Tayo. Dion and Chilton will be the point men. Off the face-off, the puck goes back to the point, the big wind-up, and the shot goes wide. Here's another shot, hit the outside of the net. Chilton picks it up, fakes a clearing shot. Now he takes a whack at it, and out to center ice. Mickey Edwards picks it up. Edwards going down with Tayo, 2 on 3. He elects to dump it in the Lake Placid end. Tayo now Feeds it around the boards. Going to have a penalty on Lake Placid. And it's going to be a roughing call. And that's going to go against, let's see here, Robert Malarney. As he and Tayo went together, and Malarney kind of gave him a shot on the way through. And right there was Tommy Caruso. And he made the call. That'll even things up here for the next minute 6. Then Massena will go on the power play. So we're skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders. 4:35 left period. Still no score in the hockey game. Face off Placid zone right side. Off the draw, the puck dumped by the Bombers all the way back into Massena territory, but not far enough for an icing. Tom Dion there to pick it up. Headman pass to Tayo to Edwards. Edwards across the blue line, skating it in. Edwards, short side shot, actually just across the goal mouth. And Tayo picks it up, trying to poke it through. Kicked away from him out to center ice. And here comes Lake Placid. They've got a 2-on-1. Breaking in is Steve Smith. Takes a shot. He fired it wide. And he had Derek Cassidy wide open, but elected not to pass. Back the other way comes Massena. We've got a 2-on-1. Tayo, but now their man gets back, trying to dump it through to Edwards, and the puck cleared back to the circle. Tayo back to the point. Albertine takes a whack at it. The save made the rebound. Fired just wide by Edwards. Tayo digs it out of the corner, centers it across, but it's intercepted and picked up there by Derek Cassidy. Feeds it ahead for Zach Clark. Clark just dumps it in Massena territory. Jeffrey leaves it there. 9 seconds left in the Massena penalty. Tommy Dion with a puck now. Circling. Dion starts out. Headman pass. Hits Jeff Tayo. Tayo takes it across the blue line. Trying to make his move. He's pushed off the play. Gets the puck back again. Here's Tayo behind the net. Centering pass. Goes back to Chilton. Chilton moving it. Backhand shot right in front. They jam at it, but the goaltender, Jared Colby, has got it and holds on for the save is Bill McQuaig right on the doorstep.
Well, again, Massena with a little pressure on Jared Colby, who's a busy man in the net for Lake Placid today. 3:16 to go. Still no score.
11 seconds left now in the Massena power play as the Massena penalty is up. McQuaig's line out there. They got an opportunity for one exchange here, I would imagine. Off the draw. Puck in behind the net. After it there is Hurlbut. Oh, he throws a hard check. Trying to kick the puck ahead. It comes free, and McQuaig picks it up. 4 seconds left. McQuaig circles. And we have a penalty right in front of the net against Lake Placid as the puck comes back to Derek King. Darren King over on the other side. Chilton shot deflected just wide. Now Hart trying to dig it out of the corner, but the puck is tied up. And Massena will be on the power play as there's a penalty. I think that's going to be on Scott Bova as he railed somebody right in front of the net. And it's going to be a tripping call. And Massena will be on the power play some more. 2:53 left to go first period. So far, 0-0.
Well, Massena, they're really putting a lot of pressure getting the shots, but unable to put the puck in the net.
Off the draw. The puck dumped back to the blue line. Dion gets a piece of it, keeps it in. Here's Dion. Can't keep it in that time, though, as it comes out to center ice. Feeds it over to Chilton. Chilton back to Dion. And Massena starts back the other way. Dion steps by a check, steps by another check, takes it across. Trying to slide it through, but it's dumped down the ice. And stopped by Jeffrey. He's going to leave it for Chilton. Chilton starts out left side. Headman pass to McQuaig. Here comes Billy. Across the blue line. Steps by a check. Comes in right in front. Shoots. Another nice save by the goaltender. Back to the point it goes. Tom Dion takes a big slapper. The save made. The rebound picked up by McQuaig. Back to Dion again at the point. Takes a shot. Goes to McQuaig. McQuaig. Left side. In behind the net. Circles around in front again. Centering pass. They score that time. Kenny Hurlbut will get the goal. A beautiful pass from Bill McQuaig. And Massena goes on the scoreboard. Finally, a power play goal with just a minute 56 left to play in period number 1. Hurlbut gets the goal. McQuaig gets one assist. I imagine Tom Dion will pick up the other assist.
The other one. Yep. It was set up well. It was Dion back to McQuaig. McQuaig really set it up, but then Kenny Hurlbut was right in position, got the puck, made no mistake. 1-0 Massena.
Sidden is out there playing the point with Billy Whalen. Headman passes Burke's line to Parker. Parker playing the left wing, trying to slide it through to Burke. He's taken out of the play, and the puck picked up by Burke in behind the net. Here's Burke trying to get it back to the point. It goes off a stick. Now Burke drops it through to Sidden, who just takes a whack at it, bounces right on, and the save has to be made by Jared Colby again. Now Lake Placid just trying to clear the zone. Here they come. Smith out to center ice. Smith takes it across the blue line. Smith skates by one, trying to jump it through, but his poke check to the blue line out. Back in again, but offsides will be called on Placid. 1:24. That's what's left in the first period. Our score 1-0 for Massena. A power play goal for the Raiders by Ken Hurlbut. Now Massena's going to make a line change and defensive change as Albertine and Dion come back out. And the Edwards line back out there. Steve Smith line stays out for Placid. Off the faceoff, Tommy Dion's got the puck. Head man pass. He's got Tayo on the left wing, or the right wing, I should say. Here comes Tayo in behind, trying to drop it to Edwards. Edwards he's got some room, gets a short side shot knocked down by a sprawling Robert Maloney. Puck around the boards. Albertine takes a whack at it, right on the save made by Jared Colby. The puck kept in by Albertine nicely, bouncing around, but out to center ice off Steve Smith. Here's a shot from center ice. Bounces in behind the net. They jam at it, taking a whack at it. It slides out to center ice, and it's picked up by Paquin. He can't control it back into Massena territory. Right there is Albertine. Albertine steps back out to center ice, just dumps it in behind the net. Picked up there by Joe Smith, the defenseman, trying to clear it along the boards. Edwards steps in, gets a skate on it. He's got it right in front. Nice move by Edwards. Shot, score! Mickey Edwards makes it 2-0 with 35 seconds left in the period. A nice job by Edwards. And I wouldn't even know if there'll be an assist on that.
I don't think so. As Edward picked it up, the puck up in the corner and skated out in front, really nobody sort of touched him, and just threw it between the legs of Jared Colby. Massena goes up by a score of 2-0 with 35 seconds to go. First period.
McQuaig's line back out there against the Tracy Davy line. We've got Chilton and Whalen playing the points for Massena. And Scott Bova will be out there along with Ernie Huff now for Lake Placid. Off the faceoff. Puck controlled by Hurlbut. Hurlbut trying to feed it to Hart. Hart sweeps it ahead nicely to McQuaig. He takes it in. McQuaig drop pass intercepted. And back the other way comes Davy. Here comes Davy. Across the red line, poked away. They try to follow up. Comes back to the point. Here's Huff. His shot knocked down by Hart. 16 seconds left. Hart's got it behind the net. Around the boards it goes for Hurlbut. Hurlbut can't control it, but it slides out to center ice. Here comes McQuaig sliding it through. Picked up by Hart right in front, and he shoots right on. And the whistle blows. Hart lost his stick. The stick went in the net. The puck didn't. And the net comes off its moorings. The whistle blows. Hart gets up and says, darn it, or something like that.
Another big save by Jared Colby. That was set up by McQuaig as he just pushed the puck ahead to Hart, and Hart just went in all alone the goalie. Colby made a good save on that one, Jerry.
He sure did. He's made several good saves.
Well, I don't know. He's got to have about 15 saves, I would guess, in the first period.
Faceoff moves outside. And we've only got 4 seconds left to play in the period. Chilton's got it off the faceoff, just lifts it. The puck bounces, and the whistle blows. And that'll take care of period number 1 and lead it on a count of 2-0. Our broadcast this afternoon being brought to you by Roots Bakery, located on North Main's Smith line. And we're ready to go off the draw. The puck comes to McQuaig off the stick of Dion. McQuaig circles his own blue line, drops it to Tommy Dion. Cross-ice pass goes to Albertine. Albertine sweeps it ahead for Hart, taken off his stick. Hart trying to follow it up. Slides it in the end. Does he keep it in? He does. It goes in behind the net. Going back for it is Robert Maloney. Maloney trying to center it. It's stolen, but over skating, and the puck bounced down the ice as Hurlbut. I thought he had it, but it went underneath his stick, and Lake Placid ices it. And the faceoff will move back into Lake Placid end as we're just underway here in the second period. Massena on top on a score of 2-0. McQuaig's line stays out there against the Smith line. Bova and Maloney are the 2-point men for Lake Placid. Dion, and he's got the puck in Albertine. Dion shot, the save, the rebound, they jam at it. Puck comes free behind the net. Hurlbut can't control. He's taken out of the play. The puck is picked up by Zach Clark. Can't get it out. Dion keeps it in, sliding right in front. They jam. The puck sitting in the slot. And another big save by Jared Colby. Back the other way comes Steve Smith. Smith breaking down the left wing as Hart upends him. The puck comes free. Hurlbut picks it up, takes it behind the net. Hart made a good defensive play that time. Back checking. Now the puck around the boards for McQuaig. Drops to Dion. Back to McQuaig. Back to Dion. Back to McQuaig. McQuaig moving it down. We've got a 2-on-2. McQuaig in on the right side. Takes it around the defenseman in behind the net. Here's McQuaig. Gets by a check. He's still got the puck, drops it back to the point. Albertine, he can't keep it in. And the puck slides all the way back into Massena territory as both teams are going to make a line change. Now headman pass goes to Hart. Hart trying to feed it ahead, but Tayo went across before, and we'll have a face-off just outside Lake Placid territory. 13:42 left to go, second period. Our score 2-0 for Massena. Off the draw, the puck comes to Whalen. Whalen dumps it in Lake Placid territory. Bova picks it up there. Off the boards out to center ice. Whalen again over to Chilton. Chilton at his own blue line. Headman pass off the boards. Goes by everybody. Paquin couldn't catch up. It's poked back to center ice. Picked up there by Sean Cassidy. Dumps in Massena territory. Jeffrey leaves it behind the net. Chilton whistling around the boards for Paquin. Paquin gets a piece of it, trying to slide it. Can't get it out. The shot goes through, and it goes off Chilton's skate into the corner. Chilton again, trying to come up with it, moving it ahead. Where's the puck? Out to Paquin. Paquin slides by a check. The puck goes through, but he can't quite catch up with it as it's Ernie Huff to feed it back to the Massena blue line. Whalen there on the off wing, drop pass. It goes to Chilton. Chilton, long headman to Mickey Edwards. Edwards turns, starts back. Edwards fakes a shot, feeds it through to Paquin. Paquin centering pass is knocked down, and back the other way comes Lake Placid, but not out. Chilton gets a shot on. It goes wide, all the way back to the point. Tayo keeps it in at the point, trying to slide it through. Nobody there, and it's back to center ice. And here comes Lake Placid. They got an opportunity. Sean Cassidy, he's taken out of the play, feeds it to Davey. Davey just kind of overskates it. The puck slides in the corner. Mickey Edwards, after a check by Chilton, feeds it along the boards, and it goes off the ice surface. And we're going to have a face-off in Massena territory.
And with 12:30 to go in the second period, Massena is still on top by a score of 2-0. Both goals coming in the first period off the sticks of Herbert and Edwards.
Mark Burke's line steps over the boards now. Burke, Valance, and Medina. Or no, we've got Parker on that other wing, don't we? And it's going to be the Keith Clark line off the face-off. Here's a save by Jeffrey. And Tommy Dion picks up the puck in the corner. Around the boards it goes. Parker can't get a piece of it. It's dumped back in behind the net. Jeffrey stops it, feeds it to Dion. Dion in traffic, looks to tie it up. The puck slides three. Albertine picks it up and starts back for Massena. Here's Albertine, cross-ice pass, intercepted. The puck goes back in the corner. They try to center it, bouncing around. Parker has a jump over his stick. They jam at it, and Albertine throws a check. The puck tied up in the corner. Now it slides free again. Picked up by Burke. He starts back the other way. Mark Burke now trying to slide it through. Chad Valance follows. Here's Valance across the blue line. Valance makes a good move, but the puck gets through. He does it. Right in front, Burke centering to Parker. Parker can't get the shot off. Good opportunity for Massena as goaltender Colby fed it right on the stick of Burke. Headman pass comes to Parker from Dion. Back the other way. Here comes Massena. Cross-ice pass. Knocked down. Parker follows. And offsides will be called on Massena. And a line change as both teams will send out their... Well, let's see. Top contingent, I guess, as the Bill McQuaig line comes out, and it's going to be the Steve Smith line for Lake Placid. McQuaig will draw against Smith off the faceoff. Puck slides back to Massena blue line, and back there's Whalen. Whalen moves it down ice. Headman pass, and it's intercepted. McQuaig follows up, dumps it deep in the territory of the Bombers. Back to try to pick it up is Joe Smith. Along the boards he goes. It comes back to Whalen at the point. Whalen takes a whack at it, and we're going to have a hand pass.
Hand pass, I think, in the Lake Placid zone. The face-off will be just outside the Lake Placid blue line. Massena ahead 2-0 with 11:10 to go. Second period.
McQuaig will draw against Smith again. Off the face-off. Puck sitting in the circle. McQuaig picks it up. Takes it across the blue line. Poked away. Comes to Chilton. Chilton ahead to Hurlbut. Hurlbut feeding it through to McQuaig. He can't take it in. Going to drop it back to Whalen at the red line. Whalen this time goes left side. Offsides again on Massena. As the pass meant for Hart. And the face-off will come where the pass originated.
Right. Hart just a little bit too eager on that. He just stepped over that blue line before the puck did.
McQuaig and Smith draw off the face-off. The puck comes to Whalen. Whalen starts down again. This time he's going to dump it, and it's stopped by the goaltender. Hurlbut cruises in, tries to drop it to McQuaig. Back to the point it goes. Robbie Chilton in the corner. His pass intercepted, but Chilton gets it back again. Gets a shot off. They save the rebound. They jam at it. Puck still free. They poke it. Where is it? Still on the side of the net. It's poked back to the blue line. Chilton with a big reach. Keeps it in. Goes across to Whalen. Whalen takes a whack at it. That's deflected. McQuaig picks it up side of the net. Trying to race it around. Right in front. They jam. And it's scored. And it's Hurlbut, I believe, getting the goal on the backhand.
Again, it's Hurlbut from McQuaig. McQuaig picked up that puck in the back. Threw it right out in front. Kenny Hurlbut sitting right there on a step along with Hart, but Hurlbut put the puck in the net. Massena goes up by a score 3-0. That'll be Hurlbut from McQuaig. I'm not sure of the next one.
Probably Chilton, if there is. Here's the official on it. Ken Hurlbut, Bill McQuaig. Yeah, Robbie Chilton getting the other assist. Because Chilton's the one that kept it in with that big reach of his. Now the puck in behind Massena net. In the corner it goes. Picked up by Edwards, and he drives back the other way. Takes it down the right sideline. He's got Paquin with him across the blue line. 3-on-2. Tayo passes to Paquin, and a little bit too far. The puck whistles back to the blue line and out to center ice. Dion's right there to pick it up. Tommy Dion, headman again to Paquin. Paquin sliding it through, intercepted, kept in nicely by Paquin. Paquin trying to slide it. Tayo gets a piece of it. It goes into the corner. After it there, Paquin, he can't control. The puck comes free. It's picked up by Malarney. Malarney cruises down the ice. Is going to dump it. Jeffrey gloves the bouncing puck and leaves it for Tommy Dion. Dion whistling around the board, stepping in front of him, McCaslin. He's taken out of the play. The puck comes to Sidden. Sidden feeds it for Dion behind the net. Dion's got it. Headman pass out to center ice. The puck goes off a stick, and they wave off the icing. Somebody touched it on the way through. Now Lake Placid trying to clear the puck. They get it out to center ice. Here's Dion. Dion dropping it. Back to Whalen as Massena making a defensive change. Here's Parker. Across the blue line, stepping by a check. Feeds it through to Burke. Burke looking in behind the net, circling. Here's Burke looking for somebody to pass to. It took a bounce off the boards, and the puck cleared back to the circle, out to center ice again, and Whalen has to come back for it at his own blue line. 3-0, Massena leads, 9 minutes left to play second period. Here's Whalen circling in behind the net, being forechecked there by Sean Cassidy. Whalen, headman right on the stick of Burke. Beautiful pass. Burke goes to balance, but behind him. Chilton follows up. Steps by a check. Here comes Big Rob Chilton in the slot, and he fires it upstairs. And the puck bounces off the glass. It comes free behind the net. Here comes Burke after it. Burke being tied up in the corner by Malarney. The puck sliding along the boards. Finally, the whistle blows as it's tied up. And we'll have a face-off right side of Jared Colby. Pretty good crowd this afternoon, 447. 8:37 left to play here in the period. Second period, Massena on top on a score of 3-0. And Placid's going to make a line change as Massena puts out their first line, the McQuaig line. So right out there, Steve Smith, matching lines.
They've been matching lines all afternoon here.
Off the face-off, Whalen. Back to Chilton. He can't control. Here's an opportunity for Zach Clark. Poke checked nicely by Whalen. And now back the other way comes McQuaig. He's got Hurlbut with him and Hart trailing. Hurlbut, as McQuaig gets knocked down, feeds it in behind the net for Hurlbut. Hurlbut throws a check and feeds the puck along the boards. McQuaig picks it up, dropping it back to Whalen at the point. Whalen fakes the shot, has to go back into the corner. It hits the boards, goes around behind the net. Matt Hart's got it there. Hart checked out of the play, gets the puck free, but it's picked up behind the net. We have a whistle.
Penalty.
And a penalty, a cross check. And that's going to go against the Bombers, as picking up that call will be Ernie Huff, as Matt Hart was kind of cross-checked from behind. So Huff gets the gate. Massena on the power play with 8:04 left to play here. Period number 2. The Raiders on top, 3-0.
Well, the last time Massena was on the power play, they scored. So we'll see if they can keep it up here.
One thing I have to say, Reg, Lake Placid is not the worst team we've seen this year.
No, they're not.
They're not they're not real good, but they're not bad. Here's Dion right at center. Now he feeds it along to Hurlbut. Hurlbut looking, drops it back to Dion. Dion across ice to Chilton. Chilton fakes the shot, goes to McQuaig. Here's McQuaig looking to move it around, goes back to Chilton. Chilton takes a whack, hits the goalpost. And it didn't look like that was going to be a very hard shot, but it turned out to be. Here's Hurlbut right in the slot. He gets a shot to Hart. He scores. It looked like he was going to shoot the puck, and he waited, cruised across the slot, and Hart was open. He passed it right to him.
He threw it back. As he cruised to the slot over to the right, that drew all the Lake Placid people over to the right, and Hart stayed back left. He just threw it back to Hart. Hart was on the edge of the net, right in the net. Another power play goal. That didn't take long.
So Matt Hart picks up the goal. And getting the assist is going to be Kenny Hurlbut, and we'll wait on the other, if there is another. Here comes Mickey Edwards right back the other way across the blue line. Edwards has got it. Takes a big slapper, goes off a leg into the corner. Now over on the other side, Massena trying to keep it in there. Tayo feeds it for Edwards in the corner. Edwards steps by a check nicely. Mickey Edwards has the puck behind the net. Centering pass goes back to the blue line. Albertine fakes a shot. Edwards. Dion picked up an assist as well, I guess. And here comes Lake Placid the other way. They're just going to be content to dump it in Massena territory. Jeffrey's going to leave it for Dion behind the net. Dion skates by some trouble. Uh-oh. Here's the puck for Lake Placid. Nice save by Jeffrey. As Dion tried to clear it out of the zone, Bova kept it in, got a quick shot off, but Jeffrey was right there to back up his defenseman, making the save, and it remains 4-0 for Massena. So that goal officially goes to Hart from Hurlbut and Dion.
Right, that goal just took 26 seconds. That'll be the second power play goal of the night, and they're 2 for 4 right now.
Around that 50% mark, which is not too shabby. Keith Clark's line out there. Jared Plank and Brian Clark are the two wingers. Mickey Edwards stays out there for Massena. He feeds it to Darren King, who's playing one of the points. King moves it down the ice. King looking on the backhand. Oh, the pass goes off Tayo's skate right on, and Colby steers it in the corner. Now the puck cleared along the blue line by Bova. Kept in at the point, though. It comes across to Paquin. Paquin trying to slide it through. Edwards gets a whack at it, and he fired it wide. It may have gone off a leg. Now Tayo in behind the net trying to come up with it. He can't control it. Now he does. In the corner, falls down. The puck slides along the boards. They jam at it. Clark trying to clear it to the blue line, and finally it's picked up by Keith Clark, and he just dumps it in Massena territory. Back there is Darren King with it. King starts out right side. Headman on Mickey Edwards' stick. Poke checked away. Edwards trying to kick it out to center ice. He does. Now he kicks it back into his own zone again, controls it over to Whalen. Whalen, the defenseman for Massena, starts out left side. Headman right on the stick of Paquin. Paquin now feeding it in, gets by the defenseman. Centering pass right in front. Where is it? And finally it's kicked to the blue line. As Chilton throws the check, here comes Lake Placid back the other way. Racing for it is Zach Clark, and it goes behind the net. Clark gets a piece of it. We have a whistle, and we're going to have an elbowing call on Bill Whalen. So Lake Placid will go on the power play with 5:47 left to play, period number 2, and Massena leading it 4-0.
This will be the third power play advantage for Lake Placid. They have been unable to score on their power play as yet. We got 5:47 to go, second period. Massena up by a score of 4-0.
McQuaig and Hurlbut come out to kill it off along with Chilton and Sidden off the faceoff. Sidden's got the puck, feeding it around behind the net for Chilton. Robbie's got the puck, dumps it down the ice. It's going to be the Smith line out there for Lake Placid, and Joe Smith and Scott Bova playing the points. Bova, headman pass to Zach Clark, poked away by McQuaig. Clark gets it back again and feeds it to an open wing. Coming back for it is Cassidy. His headman pass goes to Steve Smith, who has to circle back. Lake Placid trying to get arranged here. Long headman pass goes to Clark. Zach Clark feeding it ahead for Smith. Smith trying to break through. He's got it right in front. Short side shot, and a nice save by Greg Jeffrey. The rebound back to the blue line. Kept in by Bova. He feeds it through the middle, but Chilton's right there to break it up. Here's Chilton. Passes to himself off the boards, but getting it in front of it there is Scott Bova again. Now Bova can't get it out of the zone. Chilton picks it up, gets a shot on. The save made by goaltender Colby, and he leaves it behind the net. And back the other way comes Joe Smith. We're down to 30 seconds left in the power play. Now coming out is Hurlbut trying to come up with it. It goes through his legs, but Chilton is right there to dump it back in Lake Placid territory. Coming back, pick it up again, Steve Smith. Massena changes penalty killers as coming out Albertine and Dion, Tayo. McQuaig stays out there. And the puck dumped by Placid deep in Massena territory. I think they're going to call an icing on that.
I believe so.
Yep.
Right. Referee O'Brien going all the way back in the Lake Placid zone. The Lake Placid call for icing as they are on the power play. 14 seconds in the penalty to Billy Whalen. 4:31 to go in the second period.
4-0. Massena leading Placid. Edwards and Tayo will be out there now to kill the penalty. Just 14 seconds left, as Reg said. Face-off controlled by Lake Placid. It's Sean Cassidy. Cassidy dumps it to center ice, slides by everybody. Aubertine is there. Feeds it over to Dion. 4 seconds left. Dion's headman goes back to the Lake Placid blue line. Back the other way. Aubertine again. Massena's back to full strength. As Massena trying to clear the zone, Mickey Edwards gets a piece of it. Massena almost with a giveaway there, but now it's out to center ice. Tayo trying to feed through to Whalen. His pass intercepted. It comes back to the red line. Tom Dion is there. Here comes Dion. Steps by one. Steps by two. Takes it in the corner. Gets by his man. Dion centering pass to Edwards. Short side shot. Oh, Taquin had it and couldn't get the stick on it. Right in the open net. Back to the point it comes. There's Tayo at the point. Sliding it through. Edwards, the backhander, fired it just wide. And the puck comes free in the corner. They jam for it there. Mickey Edwards trying to feed it behind the net. Around the boards it goes. Dion pinches in. Steps by a check. Steps by another check. The puck comes free. It's picked up there by Ernie Huff, who feeds it around the boards and out to center ice. And here comes Sean Cassidy. Nice headman pass to McCaslin. McCaslin stops, gets the backhander through. Shot right on. The rebound. They jam it. Jeffries got it. Steers it in behind the net. Good opportunity for Lake Placid. Headman pass comes to Edwards. Edwards feeding Tayo on the off wing. Tayo trying to break through. The puck bounces off a stick. They jam at it. Picked up by Aubertine. He crosses the blue line. Steps by a check. Aubertine! And he fires it wide. And the puck comes around the board. You get some of those on net, we might have a couple more goals, Reg. Here comes the puck sliding through. It goes to Parker. Centering pass just by the stick of Mark Burke. Now the puck in the corner. Chad Valance trying to dig it out. Has it poke checked away from him by Huff. The puck comes around the boards. It's picked up there. And out. No, not out to center. Yes, it did go out.
Ooh, that was close. That was really close. Tommy Caruso, though, right on the blue line and said, hey, that came out. But it was close. Massena putting a lot of pressure on Lake Placid. And like you say, if some of those can only go in, they've had a lot of chances around the net, Jerry. Oh, umpteen around that net.
A lot of wide shots.
Yeah, just wide.
Burke's line out there. Again, it's the Keith Clark line for Lake Placid. It comes to Chilton off the blue line, and he just takes a shot, dumps it in behind that. I don't know if there's a shot or clearing pass. Chilton's got the puck again, trying to move it in the corner. They jam at it. Chilton comes after it, pinching it in, feeds it back, gets a shot off, knocked down. And I'll tell you what, defenseman Huff right in front of the net got a glove on it, almost knocked it in his own net.
He almost knocked that in behind Jared Colby. There was the goalie right behind him. Sometimes you're better off to let the goalie make that save himself. Sometimes the defenseman can knock it down and it'll bounce in.
Here's Chilton over on the other side. Sidden trying to feed it through. It goes to Valance. He steps by a check. Chilton kept it in that time. Just barely, but he did. Now Parker's got it in the corner, trying to feed it through. Goes off a leg in behind the net. That's Burke. Kicks it. Now Chad Valance. Burke. Back to the point. Here's a shot right in front. Here's the shot right on. The rebound poked in the net. Chad Valance. And Rob Chilton will get the assist on that one as he took the initial shot. So that third line finally breaks the ice, Reg. And it's 5-0 Massena.
Well, Valance is Johnny on the spot right there. The shot came from the point, and Chilton's save was made. However, the Colby, made sort of a cardinal sin of goalies. You give up the rebound, and boy, they come back to haunt you. And Valance was right there in the doorstep. He made no mistake putting it behind. So it's 5-0 Massena.
And Seth Sobey gets an assist on that goal. He was out there as well, I guess, on the wing. Now here's Lake Placid with an opportunity. Dion makes a good defensive play. There's a puck tied up in the back of the net. Now it comes free. Jeffrey jumps on it and covers up for the faceoff. Was Sobey on the ice that time? Boy, I didn't see him out there.
I didn't see him. He might have been there, but I didn't.
Well, okay. Okay, he was. Right. As that third line has been, we've seen a couple of different wingers on that third line.
Right.
I think he was playing defense that time. But anyway, that's how the goal reads. Valance getting it, and the assist to Chilton and Sobey. Now the puck off the faceoff, still in Massena territory. Darren King trying to come up with it. It comes to Dion in front of the net, off the stick of Steve Smith. Here's Tommy Dion now. He's controlling it. Starts to move it out. Headman right on the stick of McQuaig. Ahead it goes. Here's Hurlbut. Drop pass. Goes back to the blue line. Dion just pinching it in. He still got it. Takes a kick at it. Dion, he tries to slide it out to center ice. He's upended. King comes back for it. Sliding it ahead. Now the puck dumped in Massena. And that's going to be a delay off sides on Lake Placid as they blow that one dead. And the faceoff will come outside Massena territory. 1:15 left to play here. Period number 2. 5-0 for the Massena Red Raiders.
Yeah, Massena totally in command, I think, of this the game. They picked up 2 goals in the first period and 3 goals here in the second period.
Okay, we've got DeRushy out there now. DeRushy centering Fauché, and is that Sovey on the other wing?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. Off the faceoff, here comes Fauché. Dumps it in Lake Placid territory. In behind the net, he's going to chase it down himself. Looking, he's got it. Centering pass to DeRushy, shot right on the save made. Oh. And the goalie looked behind him, but he had it. Nice pass play.
Good play as Fauché threw that puck out to DeRushy. DeRushy right in the slot. As soon as he got it, he let it go, but Colby right there on the spot. In goal for Lake Placid. Another save for Jared Colby.
1 minute even left to play second period. 5-0 Massena. It's the Tracy Davy line out there for the Bombers. Off the face-off, the puck sitting in the circle. Everybody overskates it. Davy trying to come up with it. DeRushy forechecking him. Kept in by Whalen on the stick of DeRushy. He's too well tied up. Can't get the shot off. But now Sovey keeps it in. Now Chilton cruises in. He's got the puck, takes it in the corner. Chilton gets by one check. Hard to knock him off the puck.
They're going to knock him down.
And back to the point, Whalen trying to dump it through the middle. Chilton's got it again, takes a whack at it. He's still got it. Now it comes free. It's back out to center ice. And it's picked up by Whalen. Whalen gets by a check. We have a whistle. And I think we're going to have a penalty on DeRushy.
Right.
As he impeded the Lake Placid player trying to go around him. And with 28 seconds left, that will give Lake Placid a power play. 5-0 Massena. We have played almost 2 periods here. As Edwards comes out to try to kill it off along with Tayo and Dion. Dion gets a backhand shot on from center ice.
Not bad.
I guess not. Now the puck still in Lake Placid end as they try to get something going. 14 seconds left to play in the period. They move it up ice. Here comes Malarney. Headman pass to the blue line. It takes a bounce into the Massena end, but right there is Tayo to dump it down the length of the ice. That'll about take care of period number 2 here as the Massena Red Raiders, scoring 3 goals in the second period to go with their 2 in the first, lead it on a score of 5-0. Our broadcast this afternoon being brought to you by the Reynolds Metals Company, St. Lawrence Reduction Plant, where their quality shines through, by North Country Savings Bank, located in Massena, by Sullivan's Office Supply.
Because they lost 5 players.
But they would have had a good club. They could also play, against Rome and Skinny Atlas, and, they get some good competition. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see what comes out. We're underway here in the third period as Dion pokes the puck back into Lake Placid territory, and the Bombers try to get something going. Out to center ice, it comes off the stick of Scott Bova. Picked up there by Steve Smith. He drops it and over to Malarney. Malarney feeding it ahead to Zach Clark. Clark drops it back to Bova. Massena, of course, is killing a penalty to start this period. So Lake Placid on the power play. We've got Hurlbut and McQuaig out there, along with Dion and Albertine. Now the puck in behind the net. McQuaig picks up the puck in the Lake Placid territory, just wasting time with it. Drops it all the way back to Tommy Dion in his own end, wasting a little time. 19 seconds. Over to McQuaig. McQuaig steps by a check. Headman pass right on the stick of Hurlbut. Hurlbut steps by trying to slide it through, and the puck intercepted back the other way. Scott Bova, his pass intercepted. Hurlbut dumps it right back. 5 seconds left in the power play for the Lake Placid Blue Bombers as Malarney picks up the puck. Long headman pass. Penalty is up. Massena back to full strength as Edwards takes a whack at it. Goes to the side of the net. Tayo in behind, trying to gain control. Tayo and Bova go together. Tayo comes away with it. Centering pass right in front. They score! Paquin gets the goal. A beautiful goal. And Tayo, who did all the work, is going to get the assist. Massena goes up 6-zip.
I tell you, Tayo did all the work. You talk about, good forechecking paying off. Right there is a good example because Tayo just kept forechecking in behind the net. Finally came up with a puck. As he did, Paquin slid in front, putting himself in good position. Tayo saw him out there, put the puck on his stick right behind Jared. Now 6-0 Massena.
So Paquin gets the goal from Tayo. Massena coming right back. It's Edwards, the quick shot. No, he passed it. It went off the Tayo. He couldn't get a stick on it. And the puck comes free in behind the net. Tayo centering pass right in front. They fire it just wide. Tayo back in, trying to dig it out of the corner. Good shift for the second line here. Whalen trying to keep it in at the point, and he can't. And the puck slides out to center ice. Edwards with it. Over to Tayo again. Tayo breaks in on the right side. Looking, feeds Edwards. Edwards can't control, goes in the corner. He goes after it himself. Mickey Edwards with a puck, looking. He brings it around the boards, back to the point. Whalen takes a whack at it, didn't get much wood on it, and back the other way comes Lake Placid. Placid just feeds it in the zone. It went to Sean Cassidy, a little bit too far away, and Chilton picks it up. Headman pass, Tayo. Tayo off the boards. Mickey Edwards. Edwards can't quite get to it. It's picked up there by Joe Smith. Smith for Placid, back out to center ice. Here comes Tracy Davy. Davy across the blue line, centering it through, and it's intercepted by Chilton. He feeds ahead to Edwards. Here comes Edwards breaking down, 2-on-1. He's got Paquin, shoots himself, the rebound. Oh, poked just wide by the defenseman, and he almost scored on his own goalie. Now back the other way comes Lake Placid. Lake Placid moving down ice. They just feed it in the Massena territory. They look tired, don't they? Lake Placid, wow. Now back is Albertine. Off the boards. It comes out to center ice. Here comes Burke. Burke on the off wing, taken out of the play there nicely. The puck slides free, but Valance is there to pick it up. Chad behind the net, looking to move it out right in front. Oh, it jumped over Parker's stick, and back the other way comes Brian Clark as it poke checked away. Tommy Dion picks it up at the Massena blue line, circling in his own end, circling back the other way. Here's Dion ahead to Parker off the boards. He can't control. Back to the Massena blue line. Tom Dion picks it up, steps by one, steps by two, across the blue line, slides it through the middle, comes in behind the net. Here's Dion with it. He's got it. They try to take him out of the play, didn't do much good. Dion still got it, circling, trying to control it. Finally, it's taken off his stick and around the boards by Keith Clark. Back to the blue line, kept in by Albertine, sliding it through the middle. It's deflected, comes out to center ice, and slides into Massena territory as the Massena first line steps back out on the ice. Billy McQuaig with it. Headman to Parker, who's still out there. Back to McQuaig. Nice give and go. McQuaig breaking down 1-on-2. Gets by one. Trying to get by the second. He does. Shoots. Oh, he was. Oops. There's another one.
That light went on again, but it wasn't a goal.
No, he fired it just wide, going for the corner. Here's Hurlbut, centering pass to McQuaig. McQuaig breaking in, hits the side of the net, pokes it in the net. That was kind of inevitable. And Massena goes up 7-0. I think McQuaig will get the goal. And the assist will go to, well, I don't know. We're going to wait on it. Wait on the official.
McQuaig will get the goal on, I think. And I'm not sure.
He may not. They may be unassisted. We'll see here as the official announcement will be made here in just a moment. McQuaig's line stays out there. And it's going to be the Steve Smith line.
They do.
McQuaig's got the face-off. Feeds it back to Sidden. Sidden over on the other side. Whalen can't quite get it out of the zone. Here comes Smith. Right side. Shoots it. The save by Jeffrey, and he holds on. Real sharp angle shot as Smith really didn't have much of a chance, but Jeffrey was right there where he was supposed to be. Made the save, covered it up, and we'll have a face-off in Massena territory. 7-0. Raiders lead it here. Smith against McQuaig to the left side of goaltender Greg Jeffrey. Still waiting for, there we go. They drop the puck. It comes to Whalen for Massena around the boards for Hurlbut. Hurlbut drops it back for Whalen. Whalen over on the other side. And McQuaig starts out. Headman, or McQuaig gets the headman rather, feeding to Hurlbut. Hurlbut moving it around the boards. That's Whalen playing the point, and it comes back to him. Whalen trying to slide it through. His pass intercepted. Smith comes back the other way. It's a 3-on-1 as Sidden trying to get on him. His centering pass comes right across the goal mouth. The net is off its moorings as Hurlbut ends up sitting on Jeffrey's lap as he was trying to get back.
Kenny Hurlbut did his job. He was covering his man. You know, the coach says, hey, cover him all the way back in your zone. He did. And as he did, he ran into his own goalie, Greg Jeffries. But I'll tell you, that's the way they like those wings to do it. Cover that man all the way back in the zone. Steve Smith, the center for Lake Placid, is a good hockey player.
Yeah, he is.
I think he's out on the ice a lot, though. He's getting a little tired, but he is a good hockey player.
10:24 left to play third period. Massena up 7-0 as Sean Cassidy's line, or actually that's Davies' line, comes out. Cassidy's going to take the face-off, though. Off the draw, the puck bouncing around, picked up by Dion. In behind his own net, starts out right side of Jeffrey. Headman past Tayo. Tayo trying to get it out, he can't. Now Dion throws a check. Tayo picks it up ahead to Edwards. Edwards breaking down the right wing side, trying to go through. He is taken out of the play nicely by Joe Smith. as the puck whistles around the puck boards. Aubertine keeps it in, feeds it behind the net. After it is Paquin. Paquin centering. Tayo makes a good move. Breaking in, short side shot, and I think there was a save by Whitney. I think he got a piece of that. Now the puck bouncing around to the blue line. We're going to have a controlling with a high stick now, but Lake Placid touches it, so that's waved off. Now the puck kept in by Aubertine again, in behind the net. Ernie Huff with it. Huff for Placid, beating it along the boards. Dion pinches in, controls it into the corner, centers it. Here's Tayo. Poke checked it all the way back to Aubertine at the point. He takes a whack at it. Oh, he fired it wide. Now Dion at the corner. Can't keep it in. It slides out to center ice. And Dion trying to feed it through. Puck picked up by Sean Cassidy. Dumps into Massena territory. He had to wait for his wing. Now back out the other way. Here comes Paquin. He's taken out of the play. The puck slides through. And Sean Cassidy comes back for it. Massena's making a line change now as Burke's line on. The puck comes to Valance. Valance drops it to Aubertine. Aubertine feeds it around behind the net. It comes to Dion. Dion kind of just bounces off those checks. Do you ever notice that?
He doesn't get knocked down at all, does he?
No, he doesn't.
No, he just bounces.
Dion's got the puck in behind the net. Davey knocks him down. It's just as we say that. But he gets right back up again. He's tripped up again, and the puck dumped goes in behind the net. Now Hurlbut after it. He's got the puck, slides it to center ice. Trying to follow it, that's Sobey rather. And the puck bounces free to Valance. Headman to Burke. Burke looking for Sobey. A little bit too far. Sobey can't control it. It's back out to center ice. Now the puck in the zone again. Joe Smith dumps it down to the Massena blue line, and it's just dumped in, and Robbie Chilton picks it up. Chilton getting tied up behind the net, but slides it free to Burke. Burke to Valance. Valance can't find it. Here's a shot knocked down, goes in the corner. That shot taken from Willis Clark. Another one of the Clark. There's 4 Clarks on this team. Now breaking out of the zone. Here comes Seth Sobey. Sobey across the blue line, right through the middle, trying to dump it through just a little bit too far. It comes back to Sobey off the boards. He can't control it. Back to the blue line and out to center ice. It's Keith Clark. We have a whistle. And we're going to have a penalty as Willis Clark is going to get the gate.
Little slash. Trouble is, O'Brien was about 6 feet away when he did it, referee O'Brien. So immediately he blew the whistle. Massena will go on a power play. We got 7:44 to go in the game. Massena on top by a score of 7-0.
First time we've seen Willis Clark this afternoon. He didn't stay out there very long. Willis Clark off the face-off. Massena on the power play. It comes to Hart, who takes it across. Here's Hart dropping to McQuaig. Massena trying to set it up. Back to Chilton. Chilton takes a whack at it. Goes through the middle. And trying to get the backhand was Hart, and he couldn't. Now the puck goes in the corner. McQuaig picks it up. Hart throwing some nice interference there. Back to the point. Chilton fakes the shot. Goes to McQuaig. McQuaig right across Dion. And to Hart, and Hart pokes it in. Dion's going to get an assist. He just kind of touched it. He was trying to get a shot off, but what he did, inadvertently or not, he directed it to Hart, and Hart scored.
Well, but you know who the guy was right in position, right in the doorstep? Hart again, right?
Yeah.
How many times have we said that? He seems to be Johnny on the spot, and he's right there. The puck came to him, but it was set up by McQuaig. McQuaig tried to set up Dion. The pass sort of bounced off his stick back to Hart. Power play goal.
And Massena leads it on a score of 8-0, and they ice the puck. So the puck will come all the way back into Massena territory. That's got to read Hart from Dion and McQuaig, I would think. Here comes the official. Yep, that's how it reads.
That's how it reads. Another power play goal for Massena.
7:15 left, 8-0. Raiders lead it. Zach Clark will take the face-off against McQuaig off the draw. Rob Chilton with it. Comes around the boards, out to center ice by everybody. It's picked up there by Bova. Bova can't control. The puck slides free. Here's King, headman pass. Comes in right on net, and it's steered by Whitney into the corner. Now after it there is McQuaig. He gets a piece of it. The puck comes back to the blue line. Kept in by Chilton. Chilton trying to step around a check. They jam at it. Puck slides out to center ice. Smith after it there. Hart takes it away from him. Smith gets it back. Now Chilton comes up with it, fires it on from center ice, and Whitney makes the save again. Now the puck bouncing around in the Lake Placid territory. King keeps it in, feeds it through to Hart. Hart gets by a check, kept his feet somehow, feeds it over on the other side for McQuaig. Back to the point it goes. Whalen the shot. Fired it wide. The rebound back to King. He can't keep it in. And here comes Lake Placid out to center ice. Smith getting the headman pass. He is railed at the blue line, and Billy Whalen's going to go in the box again. What's that going to be, a roughing? Roughing. Whalen's got to learn to keep his hands down.
You're going to hit him. You just got to keep your hands down. Keep your hands down, you won't get called. But anytime you keep your hands up, say around chin or so, chin high, you're going to get called.
That's about where the hands were. So Lake Placid will go on the power play as Davies' line comes out. And let's see here. It's going to be Mickey Edwards out there along with Jeff Tayo, Dion, and Sidden. Off the draw, the puck back into Massena territory. Raiders leading it on a score of 8-0. The puck comes around the boards. It's picked up and poke check free. Back out to center ice, back in again, but offsides will be called. Joe Smith tried to keep it in, but couldn't quite do it. Face-off will move outside Massena territory. Off the draw, the puck bouncing, comes back in Massena territory. Tom Dion right there. Circles in front of his net, finds the hole, dumps it down the length of the ice. He knew exactly where to throw that to get by everybody. Now Lake Placid trying to break it out again. Here comes Sean Cassidy. Headman pass intercepted by Dion again, and he fires it deep into Lake Placid territory once more. Ernie Huff picks it up. Huff trying to hit the wing. Cassidy. It's intercepted. Comes back to the blue line. Tommy Dion again. Off the boards to Tayo. Tayo trying to step by a check. He slides it free. Back to pick it up is McCaslin. Craig McCaslin gets by one. Takes it across. Drop pass. Here's Cassidy's shot. Fired it wide. Puck goes in the corner. They tried a centering pass. Here comes McCaslin again. Moving it. Davy shot. Knocked down by Dion. It comes to Tayo. Here comes Tayo chasing it down. He's got a 2-on-1 with Edwards. Tayo fakes the shot. Nice pass. Edwards shoots. Oh, nice save by Whitney. Good pass play by Massena. The puck comes back to Albertine at the point. He just dumps it in the corner. 9 seconds left in the Lake Placid power play. Back the other way. Here comes Sean Cassidy stepping by a check as the puck just dumped. Penalty is up, and we have a whistle. And we're going to have a high sticking. Another penalty to
Albertine going off this time.
Bruce Albertine. So Lake Placid, just as one penalty gets up, they're going to go back on the power play again. So high sticking the call against Albertine. Well, let's see here. We're going to have McQuaig and Hurlbut out there. King and Chilton. And it's going to be the Steve Smith line out there now for Lake Placid. 4:46. The outcome is not in doubt, just the score.
It's just the score. This is a 6 power play advantage for Lake Placid. Massena's done a good job killing penalties.
Jeffrey steers it into the corner off the face-off. Puck poke check free. They try to center it right in front here. Smith shot right on a save made. Like you said, that Smith is a good player, and he got a good shot off.
He did. The only thing, he's out there a lot. He gets tired.
Yeah. Yep. Smith will face off against McQuaig again. 1:23 left in the Lake Placid power play. Off the draw. Puck dumped in behind the net. Chilton picks it up for Massena. Looking to feed it around the boards for Hurlbut. Hurlbut steers it. Not out, though. Now he does. And fires it down. It's going to go right on, as a matter of fact. And Whitney has to make a save. Picked up there. Back out to center ice. McQuaig for Massena. Wasting time. Wasting time. Drops to Chilton. Chilton to Hurlbut. Hurlbut pokes it back. And finally, it's picked up there by Scott Bova. Bova drops to Mallarney. Mallarney trying to headman to Zach Clark. Clark drops it back to Bova. Bova trying to get it ahead to Smith. The bouncing puck right at the blue line. And offsides will be called on Lake Placid.
Well, it's the last 3 or 4 face-offs. Quaig's got every one. He doesn't miss too many face-offs, in fact, here. And that's something to me a lot of people just don't notice, whether they win the face-off or not. But Quaig doesn't lose many.
Edwards out there now with Tayo off the draw. Puck comes back again to Bova. Scott Bova intercepted. Here comes Tayo stepping across. Oh, he just railed Tayo, and the puck goes free in behind the net. Picked up there by Zach Clark. Clark starts back. 29 seconds in the power play, and the puck comes free again, and it's headman to Edwards. Goes off his skate into Lake Placid territory. Edwards is upended. The puck comes free again to Zach Clark. He starts out the other way. Back out on the ice is Billy McQuaig. And the puck sliding in Massena territory. Right there is Edwards. Smith steals from him. McQuaig's got it, though, behind the net. McQuaig poked free. Smith, short side shot. Puck bounces side of the net. Really wasn't on. I think it hit the side of the net. Smith's got it again. As the penalty is up, the puck comes back to the blue line out to center ice. And racing for it is Edwards, and he just poke checks it deep in territory of Lake Placid. Albertine trying to come up with it, but coming back to pick it up is Malarney. 3 minutes left to play as Dion has the puck just outside Placid territory. Ahead to Sovey. Sovey can't control as Zach Clark picks it up. Clark's going to shoot from center ice, blocked by Dion. Puck right at the blue line, slides in. Here comes Smith again, trying to get by a backhander. And the save made by Jeffrey. That was a good shot by Smith.
He was tied up by Dion, too.
Now the puck comes to Sovey. And we're going to have a penalty.
Little mix-up over there between Dion and Steve Smith. And retaliation. Actually, Dion took him down. And when he got up, he retaliated with a stick. And then the retaliation, the referee right there, Steve Smith going off. And Dion go? Okay, they got both of them. All right, that was the call. I thought it was just one. Both of them going out. That was a good call.
So matching minors.
Right.
Little bit of a mix-up there, Smith and Dion. And so we'll be skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders. Not much time left in this hockey game. The score is 8-0 for Massena. 2:39 left to play in regulation time in the third period. And let's see here. Edwards is coming out, and Tayo. Sidden, and I think that's Whalen. Face off in Massena territory, top of the circle. Off the draw. It comes, no, it's Chilton out there. Chilton breaks out. Here comes Big Rob getting up ahead of steam across the blue line. No, he doesn't get, now he gets a shot off the rebound right in front. Oh, steered just wide by Edwards. Edwards had a heck of an opportunity there, but he fired it wide. Now it's Tayo in his own end. Back the other way. Feeding it over for Sidden. Sidden headman pass hits the stick of Edwards. Right back the other way. Here comes Edwards. Nice move. Oh, he fired it just wide. Now the puck in behind the net. Tayo stepping by a check. He's got the puck looking. He sees Edwards right in front. Edwards shoots. Another save. The rebound. They jam at it. And another big save by Whitney. He's had a couple of big ones here in the third period. Puck back to the point. Here's Chilton. Chilton slides it right in front. And Edwards again can't get the shot off. It comes to Chilton in the corner. Chilton moves it right in front. Edwards waiting. Trying to slide it through. This time he gets the goal.
That time he gets it. Edwards will get the goal. The assist going to Chilton. Edwards has had a number of chances here in the last minute or two and just couldn't put that puck in the net. But this time he made no mistake putting it right under Bob Whitney of Lake Placid. That's the 9th goal for Massena. It will not be a power play goal. They were both skating for aside. On that penalty to Dion and Smith, Smith got a double minor on that slashing call.
So they got an initial penalty for the mix-up, and then the retaliation cost Smith another penalty. So it's Mickey Edwards from Rob Chilton, and that's probably going to be about it. But we'll see. McQuaig out there now, along with Hart and King and Albertine. McQuaig's got the puck. Oh, Tayo also picked up an assist on that. So Tayo picks up his second assist. Puck in Massena territory. King's got it. Feeding it ahead. Gets it right back off the boards, out to center ice. King gets by one, gets by two. He's got Hart with him, and he tries to get it, and he can't quite slide it to him. And the puck goes free behind the net. They both go flying. And back the other way comes Lake Placid's Malarney. Malarney has it poke checked away by Hart. Here comes Hart, trying to slide it through. Malarney gets it back again. And Massena's on the power play, but there's a whistle and a penalty. And I think that's going to go against Lake Placid's Malarney. And that means Massena's going to have a two-man advantage for 50 seconds. So for most of the rest of the game, Massena's going to be up 2 men. It's 9-0 for the Raiders. Well, the Massena power play comes out in full force here. McQuaig, Hart, and Hurlbut. Sidden and Whalen are going to be playing the points. Off the draw. Puck comes to Hart. Back to Sidden at the point. Over on the other side to Whalen. Back to Sidden. Sidden winds a big slapper knocked down by Scott Bova. And Placid dumps it down the ice. We're skating 4-on-4 All right, it's 5-on-3, I should say.
5-on-3 right now for
So
Massena.
Massena with a 2-man advantage for next 30 seconds. Headman pass comes to McQuaig. McQuaig takes it across. He's still got it. McQuaig circles in behind the nets. That's got glue on that puck, I think. Over it goes to Siddon. Siddon winds the big slapper, knocked down in front, bouncing around, kept in at the point by Siddon. Over to Whalen. Whalen feeds it through to McQuaig. Back to Siddon it goes. Siddon just backhands it, goes wide into the corner. Matt Hart picks it up. 2 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. Here's Hart feeding it from McQuaig. McQuaig behind the net, looking to move it. Cross-ice pass. Whalen, a big slapper. Nice save. The rebound jammed, and it goes in the net. Ken Hurlbut will get the goal. That completes the hat trick for Hurlbut. McQuaig will get an assist, and Whalen will get an assist. And it's 10-0 Massena. They scored with just 6 seconds left, a power play goal for the Red Raiders. I'm almost sure that's how that's going to read. Hurlbut from McQuaig and Whalen. But we'll wait on the official. And that's Hurlbut's hat trick. Hart getting the assist. Okay.